Hey, how are you, gobblies? It's I, Lucky Tempest. This is gonna be a quick one. Listen, I love the fighting game community, okay? And by extension, I love Guilty Gear Strive. I love my anime fighting games like BlazBlue, Melty Blood, Arcana Heart. Like, I am a big fan of fighting games, okay? I love watching the shit. I love consuming content around it. And you know what? That even extends maybe a little bit too far into the Twitter drama, okay? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. At the end of the day, I like it when you got a strong personality in the FGC that just kind of gets people going. And you know, as long as they're not being hurtful or harmful to individuals or dooming the game too hard, right? As long as it's just like good fun, I'm all for it. But what I'm not for and what I don't like is the friendly fire being turned on and everybody sniping each other because they're not happy with a guest character or characters being added to a video game, who's playing what in what game, whatever, man. Listen, this all stemmed because Guilty Gear Strive recently at EVO 2024 just released its Season 4 pass map, and you know, we're getting Dizzy. Congratulations to me and all the other Dizzy fans. I can finally retire the Wear Dizzy Though tag after 2.5 years. We're getting Venom, we're getting Unica, the new character from the anime, and we're getting Lucy from Cyberpunk Edgerunners, which is, personally, complete left field. I had no idea that shit was coming. I never would have guessed in a million years it would have been a Cyberpunk character, much less Lucy. My assumption would have been like David, out of Smasher, Rebecca. Those would be like the first picks that kind of come to mind for Cyberpunk. But you know what? I'm interested to see how Lucy would play. And I'm happy for all the fans and all the Gooners alike. You know, it's a win-win for everybody. What I'm not happy about, though, is the quote-unquote discourse that has spawned from this guest character discussion. Now, a lot of people feel like that Wagner the Blood Edge from BlazBlue should have been the first guest character in the Guilty Gear franchise. And I understand the sentiment because BlazBlue and Guilty Gear are a sister series. You know, there's a lot of love between the two, a lot of history there with Arxis, and I get it. And just saying, you know, hey, I really wish it was Ragna, that's fine. I have no beef with that. But it's when people go out of their way to shit on, you know, somebody else's happiness, right? For example, there's tweets, and I'm not going to put them on screen because I'm not trying to give any power to these people, right? I don't want to give power to their names or anything like that. But there's people saying that, you know, if you're happy about Lucy being in, they're calling it Lucy Edgerunner, being in Guilty Gear Strive, you know, you should have your rights taken away. You know, if they're just saying heinous shit, talking about the kind of person you are, you know, maybe the kind of activities you're involved in. And I think that's where it kind of gets to be a bit too far. But I'm not here to like fucking virtue signal or anything. I want to point out something. At the end of the day, this is what I want your takeaway to be. At the end of the day, if a franchise you like is different than somebody else, it's okay. They're not attacking you, right? If they say, hey man, I like Digimon, and you're like, oh, well, I like Pokemon, fuck you. You're the problem, not them. Like, it's really that simple. And this is kind of that same schoolyard, you know, when you're a child and you're playing with action figures and you're jealous of the other person because they're having fun with their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and you got a fucking Action Man figure and you're like, well, fuck turtles, man, they're lame because you don't have it or whatever, or it's not something you actively engage in. It's the same kind of energy, but grown adults online, right, behind a screen. I would love to see them carry that same energy in person because you know for a fact most of them wouldn't. The other takeaway from this too, other than just like LMAO, let people enjoy things, is a lot of these people complaining. I bet if you looked at their time spent in these video games that they're screeching about online, it's not that much. The FGC Twitter personas tend to be, let's say, not very invested in actually playing the fighting games they talk about. It's a very loud vocal minority, and I mean, this is the internet, right? There's a lot of that. There's a ton of that. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, I took a hiatus from Guilty Gear after all the netcode issues because it was driving me up the wall. It's my first fighting game, and I got used to the buttery smooth experience, and I stepped away. So there was probably a time where maybe I shouldn't have been opening my mouth about things about how much I love the game because I wasn't playing it. But yeah, at least I'm not actively shitting on the other games, I guess. I don't know. It's just an interesting thing because I think if they would pick up the sticks a bit more and put down their Twitter trigger finger, maybe they would be having more fun in life. You know, maybe they'd be making more friends and just enjoy what they get. The patch notes, as far as I'm concerned, for Guilty Gear, this like little mini patch before the October patch is fucking sick. It's great for the health of the game. People that are actually playing the game are happy, right? And people are, I would say, by and large, pretty happy with the DLC characters that are coming. Some people are a little worried because it seems like we're getting a lot of set play, zoner, mid-range type of characters, and I get that. But we'll see. We'll see what the future brings. I just think people need to calm the fuck down on the internet, stop knee-jerk reacting to everything, and just enjoy their video games. If you love BlazBlue, play BlazBlue, man. There's an ArcSys sale right now. You know, maybe gift a few of your friends BBCF, right? I just did a giveaway because Dizzy was announced. I did a giveaway either giving somebody a Season Pass 4 for Guilty Gear Strive or getting them the base game, and somebody won Season Pass 4. So, like... you have options, right? And not everybody can afford that, but like, spread the good word, you know? Talk about your game in a positive light. I'm not saying be fake. I'm just saying focus on the things you enjoy more rather than things you don't enjoy, right? If you keep sitting there and shitting on these franchises, people outside of our circle that don't really know about the FGC are gonna look at that and be like, maybe this shit isn't fun. Everybody's so negative all the time, and we're gonna not have players, like people that we could turn from casuals to actual FGC participants won't turn, right? Maybe not until later, until they actually see what it's all about. But this message is for you, a vocal minority. Just shut the fuck up and play the game. It's that easy. And if you don't have anything nice to say, again, shut the fuck up and just play the game. It's really that simple. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on this. I just thought it was really interesting. We're having this fucking conversation again. The whole BlazBlue versus Guilty Gear thing. I don't know, whatever, man. Both games are good. Alright? At the end of the day, both games are sick. And you should do sick shit in those games. Anyways, that's enough for me out of this one. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Nya.